Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. So we've got Shaun Tait, the recently appointed Pakistan fast bowling coach with us. I believe we've got Bharat. Bharat, do you want to start? Do you have a question for Shaun?
Hey, morning. Yeah, thanks so much, Ahmad. Morning, Shaun.
Morning.
Can you just take us through the last week or 10 days? You've had to deal with so much, but you're here finally, and to witness that dramatic finish.
Yeah, I mean, for myself, obviously coming in during a test match after quarantine was all a bit strange, but it was nice and relaxed in the dressing room, so it was an easy dressing room to come into, that's for sure. And just slowly trying to get to know everybody in the squad, the coaching staff, support staff, and the players, obviously. So my job has been fairly easy so far.
And if I could just ask another quick one, Shaun. Just your journey from being the wild thing to Port Elliot, and now here you are as the bowling coach of an international side. Has it gone to plan? Has it just happened?
Well, I think I retired about 5 years ago now, and I've just slowly been progressing in the coaching world, I suppose. I suppose I thought I had some more to give and some more to give players, so I thought going down the coaching path was going to be something I could do and be okay at, I suppose. So it's just been a progression through some ranks and whatnot, the usual sort of story. But I've just been thoroughly enjoying it, and I mean, to be in a position to be involved with the Pakistan team is fantastic.
Bharat, I believe Mel has a question. Is she with you?
Yes, I am. Thanks. Hi, Shaun, and condolences as well for the recent loss.
Thank you.
That's okay, mate. Just what excites you about this position and the Pakistan fast bowlers in particular? What do you think that you can help them achieve? I guess especially when you look at what you know about Australia's batters in this series, but also, I guess, longer term.
Yeah, I think it was certainly the longer term comes to mind. I mean, this 12-month calendar is possibly as busy as has ever been, I think, in the history of cricket, just about, for a lot of teams. So Pakistan being one of those. So I think with all three formats being played quite heavily over the next 12 months, it's a great time to come in. I suppose, if I can take the number one thing, I've had a bit of experience, obviously, with all three forms and been around cricket enough to know that there are pressures that come with playing international cricket. And if I can help take the pressure off the fast bowlers by being there for them and helping them through the next 12 months, that's probably a big part of my job.
And just on the actual fast bowlers, like the guys, the talent you've got to work with, likes of Shaheen and Hassan.
Yeah, Pakistan's known for some very good things, and one of them is producing fast bowlers. So as far as being a fast bowling coach for a team, this is as good as it gets, I suppose. And yeah, it's some great talent to work with. Obviously, they have had quite a bit of experience, but they're also very young. So I mean, just getting to know them the last week or so and finding out how they tick is going forward now is going to be exciting, and hopefully I can help them out there.
Arsalan, if you have a question, please go ahead.
Shaun, first of all, welcome to Pakistan. And my question, as we all know, you just joined Pakistan team, but Pakistan bowlers struggles a lot in both tests. So what will be your plan for the third test?
I'm not going to tell you the exact plan, but look, they didn't struggle. I don't think they struggled at all. I thought they bowled quite well. So obviously the wickets, it's tough. It's been tough going for the fast bowlers. It's been a real grind for both teams, as we've seen from the results. And that sometimes is the way it happens. This is Test cricket in tough fast bowling conditions so far. We don't know what the next test is going to bring. So I'm just working through that with the players and moving forward to the next match.
Ijaz Bakri?
Sean, a few months back, Pakistan Cricket Board hired Matthew Hayden, and PCB gave the task Matthew Hayden to provide some aggression. And what is the task Rameez gave you for the Pakistani team for next 12 months?
I mean, I haven't got a specific task. I suppose it's to keep the bowlers bowling well for a start. But yeah, I mean that what you talked about with Matthew Hayden aggression. I mean, that's part of the way I played my cricket, and certainly some stuff I can bring to them as well. Their intensity and their aggression is going to be a big part of fast bowling. It has to be. So yeah, there's some certain things I can pass on to the boys as well. But at the moment, there's no specific task.
Abbas Raza, your question. Abbas, mic unmute कर लें. Abbas, please unmute your mic. We can't hear you. Abbas bhai, mic unmute कर लें.
हाँ जी, hello, listening?
Yes, we can hear you now.
हाँ जी. Sean, have you identified any of the issues in Pakistani bowling that you want to address, and what you are going to do for that?
Any issues? No, look, there's no issues that stand out. What it is a very good bowling group, and bumping into people since I got the job, bumping into people and chatting to people, whether it's been back in Australia or here in Pakistan, that just the talk of how good this bowling group is. I suppose part of my job is going to be to show everybody how good they can actually be. So obviously all the talent's there. A lot of these guys have played enough now and obviously are doing well in international cricket. And there's some guys that are sort of just starting out their journey. So in 12 months' time, if you guys sit back and see some results, and hopefully I can be a part of showing you or showing everybody how good they can actually become.
इजाज बाकरी, आपका सवाल हो गया या? इजाज?
Yes, हो गया.
Okay, thank you. आप please kindly फिर अपना वो हाथ हटा दें. No issue. अनस सईद, मोहम्मद याकूब और फिर इदरीस मलिक.
Hello, Sean. There is Anas Said, GNN TV. There is a clear difference in Pakistan and Australia bowling attack. Stark, Cummins, and Grains were reversing the ball in Karachi Test, while Shaheen, Hassan, Fahim were unable to do so. What would be your first course for action in this regard?
No, they did reverse the ball. If you're watching, they did reverse. The Pakistan bowlers did get the ball reversing. Australia. The thing is with this Test match, if you watch closely, that there wasn't a cluster of wickets from reverse swing. There was a couple of wickets from reverse swing, but I don't think anyone sits back after the Test match and goes, "Wow, reverse swing played a huge role," because it just didn't. It didn't play a big role at all for either side.
जी, मोहम्मद याकूब. याकूब भाई, आवाज आ रही तो सवाल कर लें प्लीज. We'll come back to Yaqub. Idris.
Thank you much, Sean. Welcome to Pakistan. Definitely, this is your first job. And what do you have any conversation with Shaheen and Hassan Ali, especially after the Karachi Test, that what they are going, and are you hoping, is there any change in the bowling attack for the Lahore Test? Have you give any input, or are you going to give?
Look, right now, no, that hasn't been brought up. So that'll be in the coming days, I suppose, with the selection committee. Yeah, I mean, I have chatted with those fast bowlers. We've talked about general stuff, about their bodies, how their bodies are going after a couple of tough Test matches. We have a training session today and tomorrow. So I'll just be working through those guys and keeping their bodies up and fresh. I'll talk to them about some of the usual stuff we'll talk about going into a Test match. Some maybe some plans here and there. But I don't want to focus too much on the Australian side. At the end of the day, it's about our team and how we're going to bowl and how we're going to tackle this Test match.
Syed Muazzam.
Thank you.
Well, Sean, welcome to Pakistan. Well, my question is specifically about Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's still a young bowler, and we have seen that in recent performances he has been outstanding. So, what is your specific plan regarding Shaheen Shah Afridi? Because when a player gets some great coaching from a player who has some have quite experience, he can become more dangerous. So, any plans for Shaheen Shah Afridi?
Look, I think there'll certainly be some things going forward. Like I said before, it's going to be a busy calendar, a huge 12 months. So I think the main thing for him is trying to keep him efficient, keep his body up and going. If he's near around 100% fit and he's fit and firing for the matches that he plays, he's probably as close to the most dangerous bowler in the world right now. So look, if I can help him stay efficient and stay positive and confident in what he's doing, that'll be a big support for him.